I think it all comes down to this one thing that's really important, it seems like, to you and I, and it's mindset. I just want to ask you about, where do you think actors are getting stuck with all of this, Brian? Where is it happening?
I just wish you could all be born without parents.
Just kidding. As a parent, that resonates so deeply.
Right. So we're all bringing all of our baggage from being children to our daily life, right? It's part of what we pick up as being a human being, and thank God for it. But I also think, Rent is a fabulous musical. Moulin Rouge is a fabulous film, but they both teach us that artists are supposed to suffer. It's based on La Boheme, which is the story of artists suffering, the original story of artists suffering, which is Moulin Rouge, right? So I think that where we're picking this up is what's been taught to us. Artists die. Elizabeth Gilbert articulates this really, really well in her TED Talk, that artists die, or artists are alcoholics, or artists have lives of being miserable, living in a hole, and they get 1 million divorces. And look what fame can do to people. And so there's weird push-pull that can happen inside of us, I think, of like, I want it, but I don't. Like, I want it to the degree that I have to be able to name what success looks like in order for me to want it. Yeah. And I think that let's go of the idea that what about what might be provided to you, success is something you never could have imagined. And in A Course in Miracles, we would say, I don't know my own best interests. And I think that we often, it's a little bit like when people talk about praying or like making a list for Santa Claus. I'm gonna tell him exactly what I want. And it's like low level spirituality, like The Secret, kind of like, I'm gonna manifest everything, which cool, I'm down for there's crystals on my desk. Here's one right here, right? I'm down for manifesting, right? But there's a difference between making the universe your errand boy, which is what Marianne Williamson says at times, or saying I am available and present to what's the next best unfolding for me and everyone else here. And so I think a lot of actors can pick up either from acting class or their parents, or just being raised that acting is going to be this weird thing. And I have to— Cult of average,
or the cult of average.
Or the cult of average, right. Yes, love that. Oh my God, yes. Right. And so for me, there's a bit of, Van Gogh went out to the field to paint every day because he needed to paint, not because he knew exactly what gallery the painting was going to hang in. And there's that piece of it, which I think you hang on to that. And then that doesn't mean Van Gogh didn't know there weren't galleries. I mean, he didn't know he wanted it to hang there, right? But he painted anyway. And so there's this attitude and even Van Gogh is probably not the best example to use, as I talked about earlier, but I'm just trying to say this idea of the career is inevitable if you step into the art continuously. And then you need some help to get around this business stuff, because the business stuff is not what you were wired to know how to do.
I love that.
I believe that you're not wired to do this business stuff, right?
Yeah.
So.